Howdy ReCAST, Pastor Don here with a couple of announcements. Real quick, we've got a bit of a change coming up on our signage here regarding our COVID plan, and so I wanted to highlight a couple of things that we've added here. So this is the routine one that says you should stay home if, and what we have here is the very first one that is the real routine common one, and that is if you have symptoms, fever, cough, shortness of breath. We all know the drill on that one. But we've added two more to the list because of CDC recommendations, and particularly because it's really confusing for some of us at the end of the day. I think all of us have had that, like, oh, I've got a sniffle, what do I do with that, or whatever. But a couple more to add to this. It's either you have symptoms, stay at home, skip that service. Or you've been asked to quarantine by an authority, whether that be the health department or some other entity that's basically identified that you have been exposed, then you should quarantine. And quarantine includes the church. Stay away from church for that 1 week or the duration of that quarantine. And then the third thing is that if you've been exposed to someone who has tested positive for COVID-19, and I would actually even broaden that out just briefly to your own conscience. And so if at the end of the day you think, well, they're getting tested, I don't know, but the likelihood is that they have it and they're very symptomatic and I spent a lot of time with them, then maybe you would just skip a service in there, monitor yourself for symptoms, and then feel free to join us after that time of quarantining. So that's this list here. But then the other announcement is that out of an abundance of caution, and when I say abundance, it really is genuinely an abundance of caution. We have nothing to panic about and nothing to really overly worry about. And at the same time, Rachel DeVries came home from college and attended our college and career community group last Tuesday. She has since been diagnosed positive for COVID. And then a couple of other people in that same community group have also demonstrated some symptoms and are getting tested. And so, again, out of an abundance of caution, in part because some of the individuals, our staff, and some of those that were potentially exposed, our staff as well, we, out of abundance of caution, are skipping the service this week. And so I know that we skipped 12 in a row for a while, so I think we can just do this one. And that way we can monitor symptoms and even give some time for some testing to come back to know exactly where we're at in regard to any potential spread. We'll let you know if anybody comes back positive that we're of concern to the greater church at large. But for now, that community group is quarantining. And especially those with symptoms who have had to go get tested are quarantining as well. But we're going to get through this, we're going to get past this, and we knew this was coming. It just was a matter of time, and so here we are. And God is still on his throne, he's still in control, and at the end of the day, we can do this one service away, come back in 2 weeks, we'll miss you. But the live stream, actually there'll be a recording of the message. Spencer was going to be preaching for me anyways, and so don't take my absence as some kind of like, oh no, Don's sick, or Don's not telling us or whatever. I was already going to be gone this week, so Spencer gets to record a sermon and present that to us. So look forward to seeing you again, and monitor yourself for symptoms in the meantime, and follow the guidelines. See ya.